You know, I grew up in the punk rock world where there was like real barriers of entry in an intentional way. Like they looked weird and they sounded bad. And if you could push past that, it's a really beautiful culture. And my show is an hour long. I grew up on Letterman. You know, I grew up on Howard Stern, like stuff that was long form, and that was part of the joy of it. That's not 2018, right? Everything now needs to be 30 seconds, 1 minute. If it hits,
Isn't that tough?
If it's 5 minutes, people think you're crazy for the attention span. But I'm like, I don't know. Letterman used to have bits that you'd have to tune in every night for years for them to be at their funniest.
Understand, yeah.
Just the relentlessness with which he did these idiotic things. So I'm pretty dedicated to the integrity of some stuff that just doesn't work right now. And I just have to own up to it and trust my gut that will, you know, be something I'll be more proud of on my deathbed than if I...
Do you walk that line? Because you work with Will Ferrell. I mean, that's a guy who certainly has embraced the more commercial-friendly vehicles. I'm not going to bash him for that. Holy cow, that guy's done so much with his career.
The best.
And not even picking on him, but a lot of people make those choices. You're like, why would they do that? It's like, I don't know. Have you ever been able to secure money for the next 4 generations of your family? Like, that's huge.
But then I think why Will likes working with us, I think why Will lent his name to us is because he'll also do a movie in Spanish.
Yes.
And he'll also go do a series of commercials that only air in Milwaukee where you're like, what is going on?
Right.
You know, or he'll go do all those things in character as a fake newscaster. And I think for a lot of comedians, you have this vision when you start out where you're like, I'm gonna do it my way and stick to my guns and change the game. And then the game is like, no thanks.
Right.
And I'm not saying my show has changed the game. The numbers have proven otherwise. But content-wise, we do make the show that I think a lot of people have in their head when they're starting out.
Right.
And I think a guy like Will Galifianakis is an EP on our show too. He helped sell it with his name. And I think they look at our show and they're like, wow, you guys have just... At this point, like...
You're living, man.
And, like, you've quintupled down on just doing this not commercially friendly thing. And there's some joy in that for, I think, some of the elder statesmen.